as morning dew. Her hands weave magic, making old feel new. In her eyes, 1,000 stories bloom. She's got a kaleidoscope spinning bright, colors of love spilling into the night. Echo, echo, your heart's a rainbow glow. Every shade of joy, every seed you sow. Your kaleidoscope of happiness, it shines, it shows. Echo, echo, your love's the brightest flow. She braids her granddaughter's hair, whispers of the sea, tales of stars and moons where dreams roam free. Her laugh's a symphony, a gentle dancing spree.
Hi, everyone. Welcome. It is Wellness Wednesday, and it's October 29th. Can y'all believe we only have 2 days left of October? Wow. 2025 is almost over. 2 more months. And we will be in 2026. I am so looking forward to the new year. I've already come up with a hashtag I'm going to be using next year, and I've written a Suno song about it. I'm not going to share that with you yet. It's too soon, but just know my focus is on 2026 and what a wonderful year it's going to be for all of us here at the Kaleidoscope of Happiness family. Hello, Betty, pre-retirement days. Let me put you on my list for shout outs. You are such a good supporter, and I enjoy your channel. Betty does wonderful cooking videos, always making something tasty over there. I want to say hi to Teresa, Ashley, Vince. Welcome, all of you. It means so much to me to have y'all come to my live streams and watch my videos. It really does. Your support means everything. It is so much encouragement for me to keep going, to keep doing what I'm doing. So I thank y'all so much. Today is Wednesday, Wellness Wednesday, where I like to talk about things to do to keep us well, and self-care and self-love, and how important each and every person is in this wonderful world. I did something this past weekend that I hadn't done in over a year. I went out on a date with my daughter, and we went to the movies. Now, the last movie I went to a year ago was also with my daughter and a friend of hers. However, this time it was just me and my daughter. Daddy had baby girl, so we had the evening to ourselves. Hello, BJ. Okay, he says he's there chatting with family. Good, good, good. That is today's focus is family time. How important it is to make time to spend with our family. And that family could be your chosen family, could be friends that you've chosen to be your family, or it could be your biological blood related family. Anyway, my daughter and I, when she was growing up, going to the movies was one of our favorite outings. And every time we would go, we would see the previews for the upcoming movies and we would pick out which ones we wanted to see. And then we would, keep track of when they came out and make our plans to go and see new release movies. So that's what this was. This movie actually came out on the Friday, and we went and saw it on Saturday. Our theater has about 16 different movie rooms in it, theaters. Hello, Body Illusion. You like this? This is my fall blouse, and it has butterflies, monarch butterflies on it. It's a Goodwill find for $1, and it's a little thicker material, so it is kind of warm and cozy too. Thank you, Body Illusion, for noticing it. Y'all, my house smells so freaking good right now. I have got a huge pot of chicken bone broth cooking on the stove. And yesterday I roasted chicken leg quarters in the oven with a bunch of spices from Chef Hit Dice. So the house already smelled really good. And then I started the bone broth. So I ate some of that chicken just a little bit ago before I came live, and it was really good. And I was so surprised that I cooked it, and it turned out so good. It's the spices, though, y'all. It is definitely the spices. So, anyway, um, back to the movie story. I the movie was called Regretting You, and it was written by Colleen Hoover. Now, Colleen Hoover is one of the authors that my daughter likes, and I like her too. And we've been reading a lot of her books. And actually, the last movie that I went to was also an adaptation from one of her books. And it was really good. So my daughter made sure that I read this book before the movie came out so that I would be able to go to the movie and talk about it and enjoy it and have a good time. Now, when she was a little girl, we have a Walgreens store right next to the movie theater. And we would go to the Walgreens and we would buy snacks, candy, whatever we wanted for the movie. And I had this one particular purse, and I would always take it and we would have it full of the snacks. And my daughter would call it the candy purse. And of course, we would always buy popcorn and the soda from the movie theater, but we also had our candy purse, with all our favorite treats in it. So, anyway, since my weight loss, I don't eat the popcorn and I'm not really into getting all the snacks. But I did purchase my daughter and I both a drink, and my daughter likes the Airheads. And they had a little box with 6 Airheads in them. They're kind of like a taffy if you don't know what they are. Anyway, so it was $22 for 2 drinks and 1 box of candy. My ticket to see the show was $13. Um, so I was like, wow. Prices have gone up, really up. Anyway, we get there, we get our drink and our thing of candy. We go into the theater, and there's a gentleman there took and checked our ticket. And he said, would you like one? And we're like, would we like one what? Well, this is what they had. Poster from the movie, Risk Everything, Regret Nothing. Remember now, the movie is called Regretting You. So, very nice poster. I've never gotten a poster from a movie before. And a necklace in a little package, Regretting You. It's the movie. And also a thing of stickers for the movie. And my daughter and I were both like just so taken back that, we actually got souvenirs from a movie. I just couldn't believe it. So anyway, that was our, I want to show this too that I got in the mail. Oops. Get that out. So anyway, I was really surprised, but I was happy, that I felt like I got something special. So anyway, we go on into the movie theater, and this movie theater has reclining seats. All of the seats are nice, comfortable recliners. So I like to sit not in the very first section near the screen, but in that second section, and I like to get near the front. So that's where we sat. And we get the souvenirs when we go too. Oh, see, I didn't know. It's been so long since I've been to a movie. I didn't know that they gave things out like that. So I was really, just in shock. Anyway, so we go in there, we get our seats, we get all nice and comfortable, and my daughter says, silence your phone. I said, what? She said, you have to turn your phone off. You have to silence your phone. I said, well, how do I do that? And I handed her my phone. And she did it. And she said, Mom, I can't believe you don't know how to silence your phone. I said, well, I guess if I would just cut it completely off. And she's like, no, you just silence it so that if it goes off, nobody will hear it. I'm like, oh, okay, interesting, but okay. So anyway, they start the premiere or previews or whatever. And we watched all of those. And there were a couple of movies that are coming out that we were kind of interested in, but they also did a little movie trivia. And one of the movies, now this is going to be funny. One of the movies in the trivia question came out 40 years ago. 40 years ago. And I was like, I remember that movie. I remembered it coming out and everything. I'm like, oh, I feel so old. It was so funny. Anyway, I'm going to give you a little premise idea of what the book is about. I'm not going to spoil it for you. I'm not going to tell you everything because maybe you want to read the book or maybe you want to see the movie. So I won't spoil it for you. But the movie starts out, there are 4 friends in high school, 2 boys, 2 girls. Actually, the girls are sisters, and the guys are best friends, and they're dating, the 4 of them, 2 couples. And the one girl gets pregnant at 17, and they end up getting married, and they have a daughter. And the story is about later in their life and then their teenage daughter's life and how her life kind of unfolds because of the parents' life. It's very interesting. But there is some love story in there. Nothing, graphic or rated R or anything like that. But there is a love story there. And there is the message, you should not regret things. So, you come away with the message that if you have choices and you feel like you made the wrong choice and you can go back and change it, maybe you should, you know. But basically, take the risk and don't regret anything. Just live your life without regrets. Anyway, excellent, excellent book, excellent movie, and a great time with my daughter. I thoroughly enjoyed it. She's my daughter, and I'm sure I'm biased because of that, but I like her as a person. I like the adult lady that she is becoming. And we are finding out that we are so much alike. There are so many things that over the years of her growing up, she would tease me about because I did certain things or I liked certain things. And guess what? She's starting to like those things as well. And so, like mother, like daughter, so they say. Anyway, if your adult children want to spend time with you, and take you on a date, go enjoy that time. Don't ever pass on a chance to enjoy time with your children and your grandchildren. It's so important. It really is. Okay, so that's my movie story. I hope y'all enjoyed that. I had the best time. Now, I have a little package here from Amazon. My friend DJ Nico, aka Nikolai, lives in Sweden. He is a author and a poet and a songwriter and a very dear friend to me. This is his first children's book that he published. He actually wrote this book about 15 years ago and just had the courage to go ahead and publicly publish it. This is the back. There's his picture. And so you can tell it's in Swedish, okay? I said I didn't care if it was in Swedish. I wanted it to support my friend, but also because I love books and I really wanted the book and I wanted it for my granddaughter. And we have already been looking at it, and the illustrations are just absolutely beautiful. And he is going to translate it so that I can read her this actual story. But until then, we are making up our own story to go along with the illustrations. I think he also published a book of poetry. I have not been able to get that one yet, although I probably will as well. I may wait on that one for him to do an English version, though, because I want to be able to read it. But anyway, great little book. And if you know anybody that knows Swedish, they might like it. And even if you don't, it's not very expensive. You can support my friend by buying this book. And I will try to remember, I'll put myself a note, DJ link, and I'll put book link. And I'll go back in and put in the description his channel link and the Amazon link for this book. Okay? All right. Now, a couple of announcements. Hello again, always. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, a couple of um, upcoming events. Fall Fest 25 grand prize giveaway is this Friday night, 4 p.m. Central. So I think that's 5 p.m. Eastern. There are going to be collaborator prizes and door prizes. A lot of people have donated some great prizes, and um, there are um, there is a video on Gail's Southern Living's channel that previews some of the prizes that are going to be available. I offered a diamond painting kit, and that was after she'd already made the video. So it's not in that video, but I will be giving a door prize of a diamond painting kit. And everybody, whether you participated in Fall Fest, whether you watched any of the videos or not, you can still come to the live giveaway show Friday, October 31st, 4 p.m. Central on Gail's Southern Living. And okay, and I'm sure I'll share it out too. Anyway, join us over there on Friday night. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll get to see who the grand prize winner is. The grand prize winner is going to get prizes from all 40 channels that participated. Several of the people we know are semifinalists who may win. My semifinalist was Robin from Garden State Gardener so and so, and our friend Simply Katie Walks is one of the semifinalists as well. Mary from Blessed to Crochet is a semifinalist. Her mom is a semifinalist. Um, just several great channels. Jessie's Unboxings, she's a semifinalist. Um, there's several good channels there. So anyway, check that out. The other thing is also Gail and her husband, which is his channel is Taz's Adventures. They are doing a meetup I believe it's in March. I did share it on my community wall. I will put that information in here too. Um, and I'll put Taz's channel, and I'll put the information for the meetup. And it will be in Texas. I believe it's in towards the end of March this year. It's their first time doing a meetup. It's really exciting. So check that out. Like I said, I'll have that information in the description as well. Now, what's going on Kaleidoscope of Happiness? I am trying to get watch time for my Chloe the Chewini channel, and also for Fun with Granny Everything Preschool. And um, I'm going to run, or I am running, a challenge. I already announced it. I'm going to be doing 3 giveaways. One for Thanksgiving, one for Christmas, and one in January for my birthday. And what I'm doing is I am going to put the characters from Chloe's channel, Granny and Cuddles from Fun with Granny, and of course my lovely face from Kaleidoscope of Happiness. I am going to be hiding them in videos. When you see them in the video, first thing you need to do is comment Chloe, Granny, Cuddles, or Echo in the comment, so I'll know that you watched the video in full. Second, go to their channels and subscribe. Chloe and Granny's channels, if you're not already subscribed. Go ahead and watch a couple videos for me so that your subscription will stick. My birthday is January 15th, and I will be 63. And Chloe's birthday is December 7th. Um, anyway, now I'm going to do the 3 giveaways. If you comment on a video that has one of those characters in it, I'm going to give you a shout out just for, watching the video. I'm going to say you are a friend to the channel and a great supporter, and I'm going to shout your channel out. I'm also going to put your name on the prize wheel. That's right. We will be spinning the wheel to give away some prizes. I've already got a few things. I've already been approached, by people asking, can they donate prizes? Of course you can. Most definitely. You can send the prize to me and I will send it to the person. Or if you want to mail it to the person yourself, just let me know what it is you want to give away. And then when it comes time, I'll get you their information and then you can send it out to them. Now, you will have to give me your channel name, your name, a mailing address, and an email address so that if it's a digital prize, they can send it digitally to you. Anyway, the first one will be the end of November. I'm not sure of the date yet. I will announce that. Um, and then the December one will be around Christmas. And then the January one may be at the end of January. We might do the whole month of January for my birthday. Anyway, it's a great little challenge. It's going to let me know who my true supporters are. It's going to let me know who watches my videos in full. And it's going to be like a little scavenger hunt because you're not going to know who you're looking for or what video you're going to find them in. So you'll just have to watch everything. Okay. Um, there are already 2 videos out, I believe, that they're in. And there's 2 more scheduled coming out this next week. So I will probably do at least 1 video a week with them in it, maybe more. We'll see how the response goes. If I get so many comments and so many people watching that I have trouble keeping up, then I may only do 1 video a week. But if I need to do more than that to get people excited and get people watching, I will do that. Okay? But again, the main goal is to get subscribers and watch time for Chloe and for Fun with Granny. Now, this week when I did their live streams, which I do 1 live stream a week on each of those channels, I went ahead and I broadcasted to Kaleidoscope of Happiness as well as to their channel. And I did do Chloe's channel, her live vertically. So we did get more views. Now, when you go vertically, you do get a lot more views because it pops up in people's short feed, not just in their regular home feed or live feed. And so I am doing a few things vertically, trying to get more views so that more people are aware of what's going on over here. Okay. So that's all in the future. That'll be the next 3 months. Like I said at the beginning, I already have a hashtag and a song for us going into 2026. I will announce that at a later date. Let me see. What else was I supposed to mention? That might be all of the announcements or housekeeping, as some people call it. So let's talk wellness. What do you do in your life, your lifestyle? What are some things that you do to maintain your wellness? I take vitamins and minerals. I drink bone broth every day. I exercise and I try to prioritize my protein. I take care of my skin and I try to get enough sleep. Sleep has always been an issue for me. I worked the overnight shift at Walmart for many years while I had a child. And so when I wasn't at Walmart working, I was a mom and I would have to get her up, get her ready for school, take her to school, then be there in the afternoon to pick her up from school, do homework, do dinner, do bath, get her ready for bed, and then go back to work. So I would sleep, 3, 4 hours, if that, in the middle of the day. And then I would maybe get a nap for an hour after I put her to bed. Um, so I never really got enough sleep. Always says I try to eat healthy and use natural products for skincare. Yes, you do. She does a lot of things for like anti-inflammatory diet. She's listening, but she's cooking. Thank you always. I love it. So I'm trying to get more sleep, but I'm also trying to get up early enough and be active throughout the day so that I'm actually able to sleep. You've always been a terrible sleeper too? Yeah. When I, for a lot of years, I had the sleep apnea and I had to wear the mask. And I would spend so much time trying to get to sleep. And then once I would get to sleep, a lot of times I would move around and the mask would come loose or something, a sensor would go off about it or something, and it would wake me up. And then I'd get set up again and take time to fall back asleep and then finally get back to sleep. But anyway, I always felt like when you're busy and you're working full time, you've got kids, you've got a house, you've got a husband, you're busy doing all the things. I always felt like sleep was the one thing I could do without. As long as I got enough to function. But that's the thing. I was never functioning at 100%, which made me tired all day. I always thought about naps. It was like, oh, maybe I get a nap for 20 minutes here or there. And I didn't realize how important sleep was. That's when your body heals itself, when it makes new cells. I read something the other day that all of our organs completely regenerate themselves within a certain period of time. Some of those only take, a month, a few months, 6 months. Some take 12 years, you know. So I may do a video on that because it was actually very interesting to me. But the main thing is that that's when your body rests and sleeps, uh, rejuvenates. It's when your body can relax. Actually said, I'm trying to get into exercise. I have the time. I just need to just do it and stick to it. I am getting better sleep though. I am just doing a lot of inner work. Yes, Ashley, that inner work can be exhausting. I know. Because I've done my healing my inner child work, and that was whew, it was tough. Um, but through doing all of that work, I did learn how to meditate, and I did learn how to get myself to go to sleep. And I also know now that if I'm not tired, I'm not ready to sleep, there is no sense in me trying to go to sleep. Because I will lay there and toss and turn and start to worry and think about all the things that I could be doing and getting done and what I need to do the next day and all of that. Before you go to sleep at night, you need to put your phone down, get off the computer, get off the TV. Um, I even don't read. my books, because sometimes I can get involved in a story and not want to stop reading it to go to sleep. So I basically will get myself ready for bed. I am really into wearing, comfortable pajamas or nightgowns or whatever. So I get nice and cozy and comfortable. And then I lay down and I try to meditate for a few minutes. And most nights, and sometimes I say my prayers then too. And most nights I drift off to sleep, and I don't know, how long it takes or anything, because I just get relaxed enough that I'm out. And then when I wake up in the morning, I actually feel like, okay, if I get up and get going, I'll be good. Now, sometimes I wake up and I feel like I am drugged, groggy, like, oh my gosh, I need more sleep. Okay. All right. BJ says he's front and center. Thank you, sir. But I just feel like, well, gosh, I didn't get enough sleep. I need to go back to sleep. And if I let myself try to fall back asleep, my whole day is off. It's like I am tired that entire day, and I just feel like my energy is low. But if I get up, get dressed, get moving, get my coffee, get my bone broth, get my day started, I feel a lot better. So I've learned that feeling of, oh gosh, I need more sleep, that's not even what it is. It's the fact that I'm not fully awake yet, that I need to get up and get moving, and then I will wake up. And once I'm awake, I feel better. So that's something I'm working on too, is not just laying there thinking, oh, I need more time in the bed. No, I want to get up and get my day started. Hydration is another thing that I do. With the VSG surgery, I have to drink a lot of water. And also, that's how your body flushes out the fat. I don't know if y'all know that. In the fat cell, when your body uses the fat out of that fat cell doesn't immediately shrink down and be dormant. Your body replaces that fat in that cell with water, and eventually it releases the water and it shrinks down. But there is a process, and that's why sometimes the scale isn't moving, because the fat is going, but the water is still in your cells. So, anyway, the thing about that is, if you don't have enough water in your body for the process, then it's like your body realizes, hey, we can't keep up this pace of burning this fat, because we're not getting, the water to rehydrate those cells. And so you have to have the water. But also, keeping water in your system, it helps with your skin, your moisture, and it also helps you stay full. You're not getting totally empty and feeling like, oh, I need food. A lot of times when you think you're hungry, you're really just thirsty. So my solution to that is always drink water first and then see how you feel after that. BJ says, that's like me too. 2 to 3 hours isn't enough, but it's what I got to seal with, or probably go with. Yeah, stay with, whatever. Yeah. I got you, BJ. If your body doesn't allow you to sleep, or your mind doesn't allow you to sleep, yes, it helps clean out your plumbing too. Yes, it does. And that's another thing. During my morning exercise today, people in the chat were talking about sweating is a great way to get the toxins out of your system. Same thing with staying hydrated. The more you drink, the more you will flush things out of your system. And this is something else that kind of blew my mind when I first learned about it. Every process in your body needs fuel to do it. Do you know why it's better to eat protein than it is to eat carbohydrates? Because it takes more energy for your body to process protein than it does to process the carbohydrates. And that energy that you get from it processing that food is a lot better energy that you get from the protein. So it will keep you feeling energized longer. The carbohydrates give you more, it breaks down into sugar, which might spike your sugar and give you an immediate rush, but then you also crash. When you eat protein, you stay more level and you don't have as many ups and downs in your blood sugar or in your energy crashing. I didn't know that. I thought all food got processed the same. I guess that's why all the years of me trying to diet, you know, I didn't, wasn't successful because I didn't know how my body worked. Carbohydrates turn into sugar and are stored in your body. Yes. And the more sugar you eat, the more sugar your body craves. If you can get off the sugar, you won't have sugar cravings. And that's some of the people that I talk to say that their sugar cravings are so bad that they're not successful in their weight loss because they deprive themselves of the sugar for a period of time and then they overeat the sugar. So my theory is, and this is kind of how I have been operating, if I want something sweet, I'm going to do an extra walk. Or I'm going to have, just a very, very small portion so that I get the flavor, I get the enjoyment of having it, but I don't overdo it. And it's really funny when you have this surgery that I had. Your stomach is about the size of a small banana. So you maybe 4 ounces, 5 ounces, depends on what it is. Things that are soft and mushy tend to pack in there better. And your chips and crackers and croutons and things like that, they kind of dissolve in your stomach so they don't take up as much room. But meat, vegetables, nuts, cheese, those kind of things don't mush up or dissolve much. So they fill you up a lot faster. So that's, I tend to eat the things that fill me up faster and keep me full and have lower calorie counts. But unless I make something like, say, my egg bake, where I put cheese and meat and vegetables in the eggs, of course, I still only eat about a 4-ounce portion of that, but I get a little bit of each thing with it. If I try to eat those things separately, I can't fit them all in there because it's just too much. BJ says, sugar-free candies or chocolates are my subs. That's a good thing, BJ, but you still have to limit your quantity because those artificial sweeteners or sugar-free, what they do put in them, make you go to the bathroom a lot. Yeah. So you have to watch how many of those you eat. Same thing with years ago, they came out with the potato chips cooked in this certain kind of oil. And it was supposed to be, basically making them fat-free. But it kind of worked on your system too, and you'd be running to the bathroom. So, yeah, you have to watch everything in moderation, one piece at a time. Yes, but how many people can honestly eat one piece of chocolate or one piece of candy at a time? It's hard. So I taught my granddaughter to share, right? So now whenever she eats anything, she thinks Granny has to eat it too. And she doesn't understand when Granny says, I'm full, I can't eat anything else right now, or no, I don't care for a piece of candy, or, whatever it might be. She doesn't get that. She's like, well, here, you can eat it later. So I usually will have a little pile of stuff that she's shared with me. And then when she leaves, I put it back because I'm not going to eat it. But, she still wants to share. And I want her to be a person that shares. So, what else can we do to keep ourselves well? I don't know how y'all feel about the flu shot. I haven't gotten one this year. I have taken them every year for several years. I've had the pneumonia shot. The pneumonia shot, I believe, is good for 5 years, and I think I have about 3 years left on that. But I normally take the flu shot. I haven't had one this year. Um, I don't go back to the doctor until in January, and she may suggest it in January. Um, but you know, I'm not opposed to doing it. BJ said, I got my jabs and flu shots last week. Yes. A little pile. I saw that. I knew you were fixing to say that. Oh, you know me too well, always. But anyway, yes, get your vaccinations, um, up your vitamin C in the winter. Um, Anything that you can do to stay healthy is what you need to do. And that's going to be different for each one of us. Wash your hands a lot, use hand sanitizer. Um, don't go to places where sick people are, like the hospitals and, places like that. Don't, think about it before you just go hang out somewhere where there's a bunch of sick people. Actually, crowds too. Try to avoid the crowds. And if you hear that there's an outbreak of something in your area, we still have our masks. We can still wear our masks. Yes, eat your fruits and veggies. I can't stress eating your fruits and veggies enough. Now, like I said, I take vitamins and I take minerals as supplements because I can't eat a large quantity of food. But it's better to eat your vitamins than take man-made vitamins. So it is better to eat the vegetables. I've started taking turmeric um, for inflammation for my arthritis. And I can tell a difference in that. I can also tell a difference with the collagen from the bone broth. My thumb, which has the arthritis in that thumb joint, um, used to hurt me terribly, and it would be so stiff and I would have so much trouble using my hand doing things, and it's a lot better now. So I attribute that to bone broth, turmeric, and I actually put turmeric in my bone broth when I make it. So you kind of need to find out what it is your body needs. what it is your body's missing, and try to find foods that you like, that you can eat enough of to get those vitamins and minerals. Now, if it says you have to eat a truckload of broccoli as opposed to taking one supplement, I probably would take the supplement because I can't eat a truckload of broccoli. But I do love broccoli, and I will put broccoli in things so that I still get some broccoli now and then. Yeah, turmeric is really good. It's a good spice. It's great for the inflammation. Body Illusion says, I do fish oil for my bone aches and pains, and it helps with my tremors. Now, Body Illusion told me a few months ago about the fish oil, and I do take a fish oil supplement thanks to Body Illusion. So that may be helping as well with my thumb. I don't know. But it's the combination. When you give your body what it needs to function properly, I think you feel better. All right. Thank you. Always tell Taylor I said hello, and give Lanny a hug for me. I take THC and CBDs for my body. Yeah. And, that's the thing. Everybody's an individual. What works for me might not work for you. What works for you might not work for me. Trial and error. That's what you got to do. You have to try things, and you have to see what you like. And it's got to be sustainable. It's got to be something you're going to do. The best diet plan, exercise plan, none of it works if you don't do it, if you don't use the tools. Body Illusion says, I started taking it for my Parkinson's tremors to calm them down and found that it helped with my joints. And they got me off of prescription meds, which was a big bonus. Yes, 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 yes. I'm not against prescription medication. I'm against taking it without knowing the facts. I'm against taking it just because a doctor prescribes it to you. Does not mean that's what your body needs, nor does it mean you should be taking it. I just got rid of my acid reducer pill. So I think I'm down to 4 prescriptions now, 4 or 5. But I am no longer taking a daily acid reducer. A lot of people that have this surgery who weren't taking acid reducers prior to surgery, actually their GERD is worse and they have to start on that and take it for life. I was having a horrible problem with it, was on medication for years and years and years, and now I don't seem to need it. And so I've cut myself back. And now this last time I made my pills up, I didn't put it in there. So we'll see how it goes. If I start having symptoms, I know what to do. But if I don't have the symptoms, I'm no longer taking the medication for it. Body Illusion said, and then you get side effects. So then they give you another prescription. Exactly. You got to have prescriptions for your side effects from your prescriptions from the side effects of the prescription. And you get to where you don't even know what symptoms are of the problem you have and what symptoms are actually from side effects to all the different medications. Now, I still take the one pill to protect my kidneys and my heart. I still take thyroid medication, but we have dropped the dosage twice already. I still take my what I call a happy pill. I guess it's an antidepressant. And what else? I take something else. Oh, my for my cholesterol at night, bedtime. And that's it. So from 19 down to 4. I am so proud of that. And the biggest one to get off of was the insulin. I was doing 200 units of insulin a day, and my sugars were out of control. Now I don't do any, and my sugars are good. I wear the sensor on my arm, and I have it on my phone, and I'm at 99. That's after my bone broth and coffee and after eating chicken. But you see my line there. It goes up a little bit when I eat and then it drops back down. So basically, my sugar is pretty much what they would say is normal. And it feels so good not to have to be reliant on taking those shots, especially not having to prick my finger to check my sugar, then give myself a shot on top of that. With the sensor, I don't do anything. It's in my arm, and I can check my reading at any time, and I have it set to let me know if it gets too low, let me know if it gets too high, and we just bebop on along with our day, and we don't have to think about it. It's amazing. I was, part of my depression came from having to manage my diabetes and feeling horrible. BJ says, what's normal with that scale? We use percentage of blood for our measurements. Now, like my A1C, which is a hemoglobin test for 3 months, gives you like an average of what your blood sugar's been. Yes, and 5, yeah, 5 pretty much here too. And mine is like 5.6, but I was 11.4. But now on that, where it said 90 something, anything under 120 when you're fasting, and anything that goes when you eat, it shouldn't go higher than 160, and then it should come back under the 120 within an hour of you eating. So yeah, I imagine between the different countries, they do have different ways of measuring it. However, the A1C is a really good indication because that goes back for 3 months. Yeah, I was happy when I hit 7 on that A1C scale, and really happy when I got it under 7, and then extremely happy when I got it in the 5s, under the 6. So hopefully it continues to go down. I hope. But I'm satisfied with where it is now. I like my numbers. My doctor did tell me at my last doctor visit that the sensor is actually delayed a little bit. So, like when I get a low reading, it means I was already low for a little while before the sensor went off. So I do kind of monitor that. I mean, I will look at it throughout the day. And if I feel any kind of way, I'll be like, let's check and see what it is. But pretty much with the way I eat, with the way that I eat, I'm either drinking or eating pretty much all day long. And so everything pretty much stays level. I don't have a lot of these ups and downs, which is really good because it keeps me energized, keeps me feeling full, and doesn't mess with the sugar. But it's something I'll probably have to keep up with all my life. And I don't want people to think that having the surgery fixes everything, because you still have to eat, and you still have to drink your water, and you still have to make sure that you eat the right things. And then you have to make sure you get the vitamins and minerals that you need. So it's not just have the surgery and boom, keep living like you were living and you're going to lose the weight. What'll happen is you'll become malnourished, and your body will start breaking down, and you'll go into organ failure. So, it's almost like you have to work even harder once you've had the surgery, because now you can't just rely on eating a healthy meal and absorbing everything that your body needs. Now you have to make sure that throughout the day you get enough healthy stuff in so that your body takes care of itself. So there's a lot more to it than people realize. I've had comments where people have said, "Oh, I didn't get fat by having surgery. I'm not going to get thin by having surgery." You know, that's like not even makes any sense to me. Of course, you didn't get fat by having the surgery. You got fat because you ate too much and you ate the wrong things and you didn't move your body enough. So, whether you have a surgery to help you with portion control or you can do portion control yourself, either way, you still have to eat the right things and you still have to exercise. And exercise alone is not enough, and diet alone is not enough. You have got to eat less than your body burns, and you have to move more so that your body will burn more. The more you move, the more your body will burn. The less you eat, the more your calories will drop, the more weight you'll lose. Hi, Moon over Miami. How are you doing? He's good. Great. So, anyway, Wellness Wednesday is the perfect time for us to think about ourselves, to stop and to realize that we're worth it. And if we don't take care of us, nobody else will. And the same thing goes for your happiness. Nobody else can make you happy. You have to find that within yourself. And it's hard. It's not easy. And if you've been broken and damaged like me, sometimes you got to look for it really, really hard. But I find that gratitude helps me keep my joy and keep happiness in my life. And I am thankful for everything in my life. There's not one thing or one person in my life that I'm not thankful for and not grateful for. But I no longer live my life to satisfy other people. Other people's opinion of you is really none of your business, as they say. I live my life to satisfy God and me, and that's it. As long as I feel like I'm doing what God wants me to do and I'm living my life in a way that is pleasing to Him, that's all that matters. And anybody who doesn't like it, adios. I'll see you later. And that sounds harsh and it sounds cruel, but it's a decision I had to make. I had to learn to love myself and not worry so much about what everybody else thinks. And I will tell you, I do love myself now. Matter of fact, when I was getting ready, I looked at myself in the mirror. I was combing my hair and I said, "Hi there. How you doing?" you know, I am feeling great. I love myself. I love my life. I'm busy, busy, busy. But you know what? I'm happy. I can truly say I am happy. I'm no longer thinking about, gee, if I could change this one thing in my life, if this was different, if I did this, if I had that, I no longer think about those kind of things. I am trying to live in the moment and trying to be content with where I'm at in life and what I have and what I'm doing. And that brings me happiness. So it is 1:05. I have to leave the house by 1:30. I am ready to go though, but I have to tend to the bone broth before I leave. And I think I told y'all everything I wanted to tell you about the announcements. Oh, and if you didn't see the announcement video, I'm still doing my Monday, Wednesday, Friday workout. I'm just doing it at 10 a.m. live because it was getting to be quite troublesome to record the video, upload the video, edit the video, upload it to YouTube, schedule the premiere, and then do the premiere. And so this way I have it scheduled in my day. And this morning it was so nice not to have to do all of that. And I could still talk to my friends, do my workout. And now it's on there live. Anybody who wants to watch the replay can go and watch the replay. I may, if I don't see that people are going back and watching it on replay, I may post it as a video at a later time, and I can do that. So hopefully it works out and it's doing well the way that I'm doing it. Y'all know I'm not about clicks, views, and money. I'm about connection and encouragement. I want to get to know you. I want to have you in my life. And I hope that I do encourage you to live your best life. I used to be living my best life at 60. Now I'm going to be 63, and I'm still trying to live my best life. So, that being said, I'm going to wrap this up. Again, thank you all so much for your love and your support, your encouragement. I could not be here on YouTube without you. Could not do it. I wouldn't want to do it, but I couldn't do it without you. So, again, have a blessed day. Remember, God loves you, and so do I. It's going to get better. It's going to get better. I got to go, y'all. Have a great day. I will see you tomorrow at 12 noon. Trivia. Elisa may be back. I'm not sure. Body Illusion may co-host. Not sure. If not, I'll be here. We'll do something, but we're going to have some fun. So I will see you tomorrow at 12 noon. Have a great rest of your day and a great evening. Bye, y'all.